This is Meerkat in for D7, one with a disabled computer. That's right, his computer has crashed again with the broad market review for May the 16th, 2017. Big announcement, big announcement. We are having a How to Win at Day Trading seminar. That's right, this Thursday night. I'll give you more details here at the end of the video. So if you're interested at all in day trading, we're going to find a way that you can learn to day trade without buying expensive trading education that takes you years to learn. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look here at the markets. And what was it today? It was just went sideways mostly. S&P down minus 0.09. The Dow was down minus 0.01. You talk about just hanging line sideways here. We got the Qs up. They did get them up about 0.42. Everybody's putting money into tech. And then we got the small caps here just going sideways again, plus 0.04. Bank did make a little bit of a kick here. It was going back and forth all day, plus 0.25, and the financial sector also up 0.29. The VIX right down there, it's still in that 10 range. We are at all-time low volatility here in this long string here down around the 10 area. And we'll talk about the implications of that in a few moments. And then the dollar, just a fraction, plus 0.02. Oil, it just pulled back a little bit here after its big run here over the last few days. And gold and silver actually made a turnaround, and they are starting to rise now, and silver up over 1%. Hoo-ah! And then there's the Grok grads here for trend trade. Nope, no trend trade here tonight. Let's take a look at the S&P 500, represented by the SPY, the largest ETF out there. And sure enough, hey, we hit an all-time high yesterday, a new one. And then we pulled back just that fraction today. Here we were up there higher early in the morning. Again, I was day trading this morning, and then it just kind of sank after that. So one thing we need to look at here on this chart, besides it's been high basing here for, gee, many Christmas, it seems like a month. And take a look down below here. We do have some divergence here in the MACD. That's right, we got a new all-time high yesterday, and we have a lower high here on the MACD. So that's just a little bit of thunder in the distance that we might be the end of this high base or not. And then we've got the Dow. We talk again, high base here. Boy, this one hitting it head, and then it keeps closing right at that area there. We got the Qs. They're just like helium, as ways one person described it today. It just keeps floating up and floating up. New all-time highs, new all-time highs. Another one today, new all-time highs here. Wow, this is the QQQ, represents the NASDAQ 100, and everyone seems to be putting their money into tech right now. It doesn't seem to be any downside to it. Now, of course, doing earnings here, there's some up and there's some down, but primarily they are lifting and lifting to new all-time highs, many of them. And then we've got the small cap Russell here. Again, early last week I had put a sell on it. It's just sitting here just depressed. It is not breaking out to new highs like the rest of the markets. It's still struggling. Bank, it was sitting under this 50 moving average last week, and then dipped, and it just cannot seem to get back above that area. Again, we can't go anywhere without banks. They're a long ways away from their highs. We'll have to wait and see there, as well as the financial sector. Same thing, just basing under the 50 moving average, which is more bearish than bullish, and can't seem to get back up to its highs. Now let's talk about this VIX thing. Now this is today's VIX is not on there yet. It hasn't closed out on my platform, but the point is, it's so friggin' low down here. Now, what does that mean? It just means there's no fear in the markets. But more importantly, think about it. There's minimal chance of recession right now. There's a lot of promise as to what the administration might do for businesses in reducing regulations and restructuring taxes. But that's going to be down the road a little bit. But there are no other threats out there, so there's no fear that we're going to suddenly drop here in the market and lose 20%. Yes, there's some naysayers out there, but they've been saying that since November. And take a look at what's happened. We are sitting here at all-time highs. So don't panic. breathe deeply, and would just hang in there. Currently I'm completely long the market. My stop's in place, so if this sucker does turn around, well, then I'll be out, and that's just fine. But right now, it's like this helium market here just keeps floating up and floating up and floating up. And we haven't had any 1% days since the French had their primary election on a president. So other than that, it's just quiet, 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 and that's okay as long as I trade well and keep making money. All right, let's take a look here at that webinar we're talking about here. Look at this webinar here. So it's how to win at day trading. Go look at this guy. He's going to be there. Oop, there's Mark the Meerkat going to be right there. I am. And Des at D7 is also going to be there. Now again, his computer is completely crashed now. He's back in the shop for that third time. They keep saying, we've never seen anything like this. So now they're completely rebuilding it. He'll be back with us in a few days up and running. He hopes, he hopes, he hopes. He is so frustrated right now. So you have to put up with me for a few more videos here. But if you're interested in that, put the link down below. And also here, join us. It's going to be Thursday night, May the 18th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And we're going to give away 3 secrets to day trading. 1, day trading's easy. Number 2, all you need is 2 hours a day. And number 3, trade with others in order to win. Those are 3 secrets, and we'll go into those in detail. And it's about a 30 to 45 minute seminar. That would be on Thursday. Right down here, you can hit register in my spot now. So that link I'll post right down here below here, and go ahead and register for how to win at day trading without buying expensive education that takes years to learn. Hey, now back to those charts. Let's take a look here at oil. And let's see, last week reiterated the buy on oil after this big huge rise up, and sure enough, it is coming back. And on the news side of it, we've had OPEC as well as others agree that they're going to continue to limit their production, so which help keep prices up. So that has helped the U.S. oil. Here, gold, it's also starting to turn around. It dipped below this 100 moving average and finally broke out above it. Now working its way through the other moving averages. And silver is a big winner here. After really dipping down here, it is now starting to thunder back up here. So I think we need to put a buy on that one now. I'll just clone that puppy here, and let's bring it down here. So we're going to put a buy here on silver right now. This is Mark the Meerkat. Have a great trading day, and hey, just remember that if your only focus is on making money, buy a printing press. Trade well.